Benjamin Franklin, Inventor, written by Adrian Ridling, illustrated by Santosh Neogi and Neeraj Maurya. Benjamin Franklin sat with his friends. They talked about the last lightning storm that had hit Philadelphia. "I think the lightning bolts are electricity," Franklin said. "They can't be," said one man. He stood up. He walked across the carpet in his socks. Then he touched Franklin's shoulder. A small spark jumped from his finger to Franklin's shoulder. "That is electricity, static electricity," the man said. Benjamin Franklin still thought lightning was electricity too. He just needed to find a way to prove it. On his way home, another storm formed in the sky. When Franklin got home, he sat and thought about how he could prove that lightning was electricity. Thunder boomed outside. The key that hung on a hook rattled against the wall. It gave Franklin an idea. Franklin grabbed the key, a small jar, and a kite. Then he went out into the storm. He tied the kite string to the key. Then he placed the key in the jar. Finally, he launched the kite into the air. Franklin watched as the storm came closer. The kite and its string were soaked from the rain. Then the sky lit up with bolts of lightning. The key in the jar began to wiggle back and forth. It was vibrating with energy. Franklin reached into the jar. A small spark leapt to his hand. "Ow!" he said. Then Franklin smiled. "That proves it," he said. "The lightning charged the key. It gave me a shock, just like static electricity. Lightning is electricity." Franklin did another experiment. During the next storm, he put a metal rod on his roof. He connected it to bells in his house. As the storm approached, lightning struck the rod. The bells began to ring. Franklin watched bright sparks jump off the metal bells. They chimed like an orchestra. "That's it," Franklin said. "Lightning is definitely electricity." Benjamin Franklin watched the glowing bells. "And now I know how to control it." Franklin went to get his friends. He showed them how he had controlled electricity. "Well, you were right," Franklin's friends said as they watched. "Lightning is electricity." "It's quite a shock, isn't it?" Franklin chuckled. Benjamin Franklin was an amazing inventor. He created lightning rods, bifocal glasses, and new stoves to heat houses. So many of the great things we have today were made possible by Benjamin Franklin, inventor.